Bowen cannot make it. Just to know, Bowen cannot make it. He's on his flight, so he won't be here.
Okay. Well, I think we can get started. So cool. Welcome to community call number 79. Maybe could you guys mute whoever's not muted? There's a lot of like feedback noise.
Yeah, Monique's getting some feedback there.
Oh God, my heart and ears. So better, so much better. Great. Welcome to your community call number 79. I'm Lauren, your host today. So let's just go around and we'll do praise. And if there's anything, I guess we'll just do praise and then we'll go through our different circles. All right. Who wants to start?
I can take it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll let you go next. I'd like to praise Lauren for owning comms, ensuring our content narratives are robust and punctual. Griff for innovation ideas around governance and token integration, and always being so receptive and welcoming of feedback. Praise Matteo for pairing Giveth for the Give launch. Praise to Hannah for growing into her role and exploring new ways to contribute to Giveth. Praise to the Middle East team for being multi-talented developers and having a quick response. And I'd like to praise Monique for being a dynamic product manager, and for Shell for all the magic that she does in the background. And I think I cut off Hannah. Was that you trying to do some praise?
Yeah, I was just gonna say me, pick me. But I can go next. I'm going to praise Griff for helping guide me on some things to work on during my first few official days at Giveth. Praise Lauren, Matteo, and Danny for going over the pan payment doc with me, making some manual adjustments, helping me get that up. Praise Ramin for reaching out in terms of some questions about that, because reaching out with questions on how it's made is always welcome, and everyone should understand. Praise for Shell for working on organizing everyone's role descriptions. Praise Danny for being willing to be my buddy. Praise Lauren for amazing comms work and that great intro. And then praise Griff, Mitch, Bowen, and I'll have to look at the post to make sure I'm not missing anyone, but for their comments on the token investing and putting out new ideas surrounding this. And hopefully we can get everyone to vote on that. And that is my praise, and I can't post it to the praise channel right now, but I will right after this meeting just because of the device I'm on, and I will pass it to Matteo.
Hey everyone, happy Sunday. My praises this time, I want to praise Marco for giving his opinion last dev call and letting us know that we should be maybe prioritizing on the Giveth economy, and we have to reorganize some stuff that we were doing. I want to praise Lauren because she's amazing and she does a lot, and she's always there to answer to my questions. I want to who's missing? I made them in the channel. I suck at reminding all of my praises. I also want to praise Hannah for coming strong to being a full-time contributor. And that's all for my praises, but I want to say something real quick because it's important. We are family and she's going to hate me for that, but Hannah was her birthday yesterday, and by the end of the call, we have to sing her happy birthday. So don't hate me. I know you don't like attention, but we have to do it. I'll pass it to Willie.
Thanks, Matteo. Happy birthday, Hannah. All right. I was just about to paste this praise in there, so maybe I'll paste it afterwards, but I'll run through it real quick. Praise Hannah Jojo for establishing her full-time role and setting a great example for any other interested contributors. Congrats. Praise Marco for finding a potential fiat to crypto donation solution request. Looks very promising. Not live yet, but they said that it's their top requested feature and they're working on building it. Praise Mitch for taking ownership of that fiat donation feature. Thank you, sir. Praise Monique for being a thoughtful PM and always striving to make the best products and roadmaps. We had a good sync call this past week. And praise Amin, Cherik, Matteo, Mohammed for the Give economy dev work they've done. Loved the demo from Amin on the Give drop flow. All right, and I'll pass to Griff.
Great. So I want to praise Donna and Mitch for helping get the garden stuff out the door. Really appreciate their support there. I want to praise Hannah for jumping into the community full time. I hope we can get a couple syncs this week. I want to praise Ramin for jumping into Next.js and starting to take some IO issues, which I just saw as an offhand. I don't actually know how true that is. I hope it's true. But either way, I'm glad I heard him ask for issues. So I want to praise Bowen for the great idea of 3 buckets as opposed to vesting. I want to praise Mitch for always having strong, not controversial issues, but speaking his mind. I also want to praise Monique for that and the constructive feedback on organizational structures and participating on that side, which is usually dominated by, which doesn't have enough voice from the Middle East team. So that's always good. And I also, I don't know. I want to praise Mohammed for taking some time off because of some tragedy in his family, and I don't know who's going to present that, but I don't know if that's Amin or Monique, but either way, I want to praise him and make sure he feels good about taking as much time as he needs. And I will pass that to Monique.
Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. I just want to praise Griff for his support and his understanding, and praise Ramin and Mohammed for their consistency on their project and the sprint goals. Also, I want to praise Matthew and Lauren for the big help in IO project. I just want to praise Willie, for being such an amazing mentor. Praise Hannah for jumping into the full-time role, and praise Donna for always, trying to manage everything, and he contributed in our call, and we might have revised our roadmap. And I just want to praise Amin several times for her, work on, even at the weekends is working on Bridge, and he take responsibility for everything, and he can help everyone, and it's an amazing job. Thank you, man. And also for his current job about the token with Cherik, and that praise for with Cherik. Mitch. I just want to praise Mitch for everything. Yeah, I enjoy working with you, man. I try to be everywhere, and happy with that. That's it. I pass it to Donna.
Well, I want to praise Griff for the distribution meeting that he held last Sunday. And I want to praise Bowen for his great proposal on multiple vesting. I want to praise Amin for walking us through the gift farm and claiming process and the demo. I want to praise Mia for always taking notes in the meetings for Give Economy stand-ups. And I want to praise Griff for the one-on-one meeting on how to create a DAO on Aragon Greenfee, and for always support me whenever I have a question or I got stuck. I want to praise Monique for the great retro session and planning session that he held on dApps. I want to praise Daniel for facilitating governance meetings and Mia for taking notes. I want to praise Ashley for a great job on project verification. I want to praise Marco for his powerful participation in dApps planning, and also always talking what is in his mind bravely. And I want to praise Gabby and One Hive team for their great work on gardens. I want to praise Amin Cherik for trying hard to get Gift Farm live. And yeah, that's it. I pass it on to Mitch.
Thanks, Donna. I already praised. I think, did Rochelle go yet? Rochelle, are you there?
Hi everyone. I think it's my first time joining the community call, so hello. And first, I praise everyone for being so responsive to my DMs. Thank you so much. And praise Griff for working with me for the past days and make sure everyone gets paid. And praise Danny for meeting with me and for helping me revise the terms of the work agreement templates. Praise Mitch, Lauren, Griff, and Danny for their feedbacks on the buddy system and the work agreements. Praise Amin for being so responsive to my questions about DAP Dev. And praise Donna for reaching out about the project roadmaps. See you in the next weeks. And praise Monique for providing suggestions on how to go through with the project roadmaps. And praise Hannah for joining Giveth full time.
Do you want to pass to somebody to keep the praise going?
To Amin.
Hi everyone. I joined late. So I think that I'm the last one, or maybe Ramin is missed. I don't know. Yeah, I want to praise Griff, for his support and make our repairment and help me. He responds fast and he always helps me on the Giga stuff. I want to praise Donna. He responds very fast. He always is available. She's available for my token questions, and she actively for any issue he actively responds and do what a good product manager should do. I want to praise Monique, Mohammed, Ramin, Matthew for their activity on QSIO and US Trace, especially Mohammed for his he refactored the code for bridge monitor backend for processing the events. I want to praise Mitch for his contribution to US Trace. I want to praise Freshla for his for her activities and making the making the contracts for preparing the contracts of the team. And yeah, I'm sure I have missed many one, but I cannot remember. Sorry, I don't have this memory. I pass it. Oh yeah, I praise Hannah for being full time a member of QS. Congratulations. Yeah, that's it. I pass it to Rami. Oh, sorry. I praise Sharik. Sorry, I should praise Sharik. The UI of the Give economy is all the components style are made by Sharik. 99%. Yeah, pass it wrong.
Thank you, Amin. I praise Hannah for helping me understanding source code. I praise Monique for clarifying the issues for me and every questions I have about the issues. He's there. I praise Muhammad for helping me resolve all the campaign archive related issues. I praise Mitch for testing Giveth Trace issues and helping us find out the issues on Giveth Trace. I praise Amin for making great attention on Giveth Trace code architecture, and now we have very clean and usable codes. And I praise Matteo. We set a meeting and he's gonna show me around the Giveth next, and he's gonna help me
on board and get familiar with the code, with the front end codes on Giveth Next. I think I'm the last one. Yes. Who is left? I don't know.
I didn't go.
Yeah, I will pass to Lauren.
Thanks. Okay. Yeah, I want to praise Mitch for doing great QA on comms work and always pumping things out super efficiently in a lot of different streams like design and dev stuff and testing and comm stuff. And I want to praise Marco for joining the dev call and bringing up great ideas and opinions around prioritization and the Give economy. I want to praise Matteo for holding down the fort on Giveth.io, for responding promptly and always fixing bugs as they arise. I want to praise Hannah for organizing the PAN payouts and doing advice process while stepping into her new role. I want to praise Griff for holding things down at all angles and communicating with all the people to make sure that we're aligned and answering questions and providing valuable feedback everywhere. I want to praise Mia for taking on the terms and conditions task and for taking great notes in the calls. I want to praise Donna for offering to take notes and stepping up in today's community call and working really hard to keep the Give economy organized. I want to praise Danny Bell for taking on the Get Swag to Denver project and trying to make it exceptionally beautiful. I want to praise Amin, Monique, Ramin, Mohammed for their continued willingness to help and improve the dApps. I want to praise Fischel for helping manage payments and get things out on time. I want to praise Gideon for a great one-on-one call and for looking ways to support Giveth in the big picture moving forward. And I want to praise Ashley for project verification, for explaining all the things about Panvala to me, and for keeping things organized and delegating everything while she's away with a lot of time. I do think I was last. Yeah, I was definitely last. Okay, great. Well, thanks everybody for your praising. So the first circle on the agenda is governance or governance, but Danny's not here to present. Does anyone feel like they have a handle and want to present governance? Cool. Okay. Well,
I mean, I can jump in.
Okay.
Let's see. So there are so many proposals on the forum right now. So many. Like, if you're just like hanging out, chilling right now, and you might have some opinions, we talk about this stuff all the time. It'd be really great to go in there and vote. Yeah, definitely go out there and vote. If you don't vote, I will hunt you down in DMs. And there was a really cool thing that Bowen put up there that was like, hey, it'd be nice if there was an abstain. And I really like this culture of having an option of abstaining, so that if people don't want to vote, at least we know that they're abstaining. So maybe I thought that was a really unique thing that came out to the chat. Let's see. I guess I should read what the notes say. Okay, so I don't think we need to go through all of the issues that are up there, but maybe it is cool to celebrate the working group leads. So Lauren is the communications working group lead. Yay. Ashley is the community support working group lead. Marco is holding down design, and I'll be holding down governance. And then Mitch and Danny are going to split the governance and circle and DAO working group. The DAO working group. So that's super cool. Thank you, Mitch. But I believe that Matteo and Monique and Amin, I thought Amin was also nominated for development working group. So that process hasn't been defined. Actually, does anyone know is Danny owning this, or who is owning the process of appointing circle leads? Does anyone know?
I would imagine Danny should bring it up tomorrow in the governance call.
Okay, great.
I think there was confusion about what the role was defined as, and maybe a week later we can come at it with better clarity.
Cool. Thanks, Mitch. Cool. So then I guess that'll be solved for tomorrow. And if there's any points that you want to add to the governance agenda tomorrow, just put it in the governance chat, and we'll make sure to not miss it. And there's just so much action on the forums that I don't have the notes up though. Can you scroll down a little bit more? There's so much action on the forums. Really, if you have a chance to just put in like half an hour to go read the forums, it really will be worth it. Especially the Middle East team, please. We don't have nearly enough of your feedback, and you're half our team. So it'd be really nice to have more of that side coming in and giving some space. Also, there's a really interesting push by Frashel, who's here. Thank you, Frashel, on the buddy system and work agreements. And so that's a pretty good, interesting conversation. That's a really good post to check out. Let's see. I don't know. I think that's it for governance. I just want to make sure. Yeah, these are all the votes. Oh, the mission statement is settled, it looks like, so that's great. There's still a little bit of debate about create or build, but hey, we're there. So, there was a great graphic I think Lauren made. That's really nice. So, can you go back to the notes? Thank you so much, Lauren. I think it's Lauren Sharon. Oh, it's Mitch. Oh, thanks, buddy. Let's see. Proposals in the DAO. No new proposals. And tomorrow we have a call again at 8 a.m. Costa Rica time. So hopefully we'll see you there. And with that, is there any governments-related questions that need to come up?
I just want to clarify that the mission statement passed. So it's done and it's live.
Yep. It's done. Marco made a fun comment in the forum. He's like, I'm going to use build anyway. So, but you know, what are you going to do with a bunch of crypto anarchists? You know, like it's going to happen. We're set. It's going to be published like with create everywhere. And I'll pass it to who wants to take on DApp? Monique?
Yeah. About the dApps, about the trace, we just finished the archiving concept, and that's in the archiving for the information of the all team members. No donations can come in in a campaign and all of its traces, and they can decide how they can make that money outside of the campaign and trace, and it's not being listed, in trace front end anymore. We removed lots of dependencies in Bridge done by Amin, and we also fixed some security stuff. I told it, I think, in the last call about the security stuff. You can ignore it. Can't. We just starting. Ramin started to go into Next.js, I think, and I think it's kind of ready to contribute. And we fixed some errors, and we redesigned all the donation tab, my delegations in dashboard. We change lots of things there, and we can have it on our next release. And about the IO, I think Mateo can tell it better than me. I think it's about the scoring and listing and unlisting. Mateo, shall you please?
Sure, man. In this sprint, it's almost done. This week is over. Basically, the main priority was on fixing some bugs, making the simple version of the integration between the IO and trace. That is done actually. We stopped doing the actual payment of the donation using our interface. So that's not going to happen, but the flow is better right now. You can all check it out in next.giveth.io. We are adding a banner for the Gitcoin round that starts this week also. some issues regarding the creation steps of the project. In general, cleaning up the board because there were many issues that weren't being tested before and hence they weren't being closed. So Lauren
Hannah,
helped
could you
me.
mute thank you.
Okay, test some stuff. So that's basically it. The board is better now. I'm only missing some stuff because of the addition of the right token. I noticed that many tokens were missing, very important tokens actually. And if you notice on the DAO channel, I asked you guys to give me suggestions to what tokens to add. We are using well, now it's not private, but it was private library from James that he built months ago to set the proper pricing on these tokens. So for me to add those tokens, there were like a tedious process to do so. So right now it's a better process because I can have access to that now. But we're adding cool tokens for this week, like QBI, Node, of course, we were missing Node, and many others. If you have still some suggestions about any token that is especially in XDAI and mainnet, let me know and I'll add them. Besides that, the listing on listing is not done yet, but it has all priority for this week. I think it will be done by Wednesday at least. And the quality score is a work in progress also with the help of Lauren that we are going to use her post on the acceptance criteria for the projects. And that's it. If you want to check all of the latest updates, go to next.giveth.io and test by yourself. Let me know, build an issue, and we keep moving. I'll pass it to Lauren.
Awesome. Thanks, Mateo.
Can I add?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm so sorry. Hey, can I add something about the debt?
Yeah.
After EIP 1559, the gas price stuff has changed and the bill was not working. It needs an upgrade. Just improving the battery was not working. I need to update some our old dependencies. We have some Ethereum contract package that was great, but it wasn't designed to support such new options and other dependencies. And currently I have changed how the bridge use the gas price. It's a little technical. Now Give may know better. I just set about 0.5 tip, GWA as a tip, and about 20 more than the gas price is that gas now value. I added 20 to gas now value and set it as a base gas price. So I did that, and my weekend was devoted to that, and I guess it's working now. It's still on a test, but a bridge is working this. So before that, for every 2 transaction, we almost missed one of them, and I manually made that, but it's working. Sorry, I passed. Lauren, go ahead. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Amin. Awesome. Okay, well, let's pass to Donna with updates from the Give economy.
Okay, regarding Give Gardens, based on what Gabby said, that it can be launched on XDAI at the end of this week. So that's good news. And for the gardens, for the token economy, we're just focusing on our Give integration, and we just make that creating garden into pause on Aragon. So that's for Give Garden. For Give Drop, I think the last update was that Grief approximately finalized the list, put the list together. And I don't have any updates from Bowen right now. But have you heard about him, Griff?
No, I mean he did score the last one that was on his list, which was the Ethereum multisig, the Ethereum Foundation multisig. Although I haven't actually seen the data to add it in. Yeah, I think we have 3 missing spots before we can just like very quickly just make the last distribution for the gift drop.
Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah, that's it. And for gift form, Cherry and Amin are working on the front, and Amin gave demo. As you know, I put the link in the document. Everyone who wants to check it out, they can click on it and see how the demo is. And the development team are working on the skeleton of gift form, the basic components plus Web3 stuff, and also working on RGive integration. And the design, I put the last updates, the links from Marco on the document. It's undergoing, and the documentation from Lauren's side is also on the progress. And for development, current working on Give Farm, on Give token, our Give token integration. Also, we have a workshop on how to use Frame on your desktop on Wednesday, 8th of September, based on the votes that you gave on the time spot. And for project verification, we added the type form to Giveth.io, and the issue that was raised is like I saw in the board that Matteo resolved it. And yeah, that's the whole thing. But I don't know, Ashley, do you want to add something to project verification?
Ashley's not here.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so I don't have any updates from her. So this is the last update. So yeah, that's it. So I pass it on back to Lauren.
Awesome. Thanks, Donna. Okay, so we'll move on to communications, and I'll tell you about it. So this week in communications, we've been having lots of fun. We are focusing on getting a lot of the documentation done for the Give economy. So we've sort of split up the issues between Ashley, Mitch, and myself. We're also drafting emails. We're going to create email drafts for like when a project gets canceled, when a project gets unlisted, when a donor donates to a project that's verified, and when a project is added and you can get verified. So we're drafting emails. And also Ashley is going to she's looking into creating a Gitcoin bounty so that we could maybe get somebody to create a video for the give drop. If it works out, if we find someone, if it has time, it would be a really cool thing to do. So she's looking into that. Also, Hannah, I think, is going to take on creating a blog post about RGive, which would be really cool. So that we can, I think some of us, like I didn't understand how it worked, so it's going to be great. We're also considering changing the word campaign on Trace to the word projects. I'm going to bring this up in the conversation with the devs, but we decided in common it would be better for like transitioning between like Giveth.io projects and Giveth Trace. The listed, unlisted guide for the dApps, to basically say if the project should be listed or unlisted, is finished and is done. We've done QA on it, so it's like ready to be used, and we'll put it on the docs. The covenant has also been revised. Also, I updated the Giveth project description on Giveth.io, and I'm going to do the same thing for Trace. Mitch is going to start working on another community spotlight, so featuring projects that are awesome, and we're going to try to have this post out sometime, I think by the end of this week, like by the 10th or 11th, so it'll be sort of right at the beginning of Gitcoin Grant Round 11, which starts on September 8th, so then we can also be talking about cool projects on Giveth and also be sharing about like donating to Giveth on Gitcoin. So this is in the works. The mission statement, we already discussed it. It's actually build. What we decided was build. I know we were saying we decided create, but we voted on build, and then there's been like some contention around whether it should be build or create. So that's where that is. Mateo. Oh yeah, Mateo made a really cool banner on. Marco made a really cool design for a Gitcoin shilling banner, which is going to go on Giveth.io starting September 8th. So it'll be like on a timer. It'll only go up from September 8th. And then at the end of the round, it won't be there anymore. But it basically just says like Gitcoin Grant Round 11 is on now. And if you like click it, you can like go to Giveth.io project on Gitcoin, which would be super cool. And we're also working on making memes, and we're going to start shilling in different Discords. Like once this community project spotlight is out, we're going to try to get more people in our Discord, try to get more people donating on Gitcoin and donating to the cool projects all at once in Discord shills. Mia's taking on writing the terms and conditions, and Danny has taken on a super fun task of creating cool Giveth swag like t-shirts and stickers, and she told me today she's in contact with somebody in Denver who could maybe create these things, so then Griff will have a basket of things to hand out to people at MCon. And that's all I got for comms. So Ashley isn't here, so I guess I'll just tell you about community, unless you guys have any questions about those comms things. Great. So, all right. So for community, the Regenerative Commons Coalition, the next meeting is on September 9th. I think that's Thursday. So join that if you want to talk with other people in the Regenerative Commons Coalition on how we can help each other. The organizational chart is being hacked on by Frishelle. There's a forum post explaining all about it. So she's also looking for people to add their roles to Sobel, and made a really great video on how to do that. So you can add your roles. And I think we also had discussed that you could add yourself with multiple roles if you do multiple things. Yeah. So that brings us to operations. I don't know if anyone here, does anyone have anything to say about operations? I feel like not. No. Okay, great. So finally, payments. I guess like Griff or Michelle, maybe you want to give us an update on payments?
I know Hannah have it.
Oh, Hannah.
Yeah, so basically in terms of payments, it seems like the PAN payments, like we have our numbers, we should be able to send out those traces and then people can donate their PAN if they would like or not. But that should all be done today, like in the next few hours, I think, unless anyone has any strong objections. I know, I don't know if that is, oh no, I don't know if that cut out for a second or not, but basically, if there's any strong objections, let me know. Ramin had some questions on why in the past months, like basically his source card score was 0, which was not accurate, but we had like manually adjusted that up. But Ramin, if you have any issues, let me know. Otherwise, if it seems to like kind of make sense what we talked about, that's great. And then we could send out PAN. And that's kind of the update there.
Yes, that's great. Thank you. I'm really sorry if I had so many questions. I'm really sorry for that.
Oh my gosh, no problem. Everyone literally ask all the questions ever. Everyone should understand everything that's happening. So that was perfect. Thank you.
Okay, thanks so much, Hannah. Is there anything else to be said about payments? Okay, well, it looks like we have... Oh, wait.
There is some debate in the payments channel about this month we're trying to get people to make their payment traces in Giveth 2 or I don't know if actually I haven't gotten any feedback if the Giveth 2 campaign is open to pay out the thing, but there's kind of a Discord DM chat, and if you haven't been paid this month, it's because you need to actually make a trace this time. For Shell, I don't know, have you been talking to people about that, or do you have the latest state of the affairs?
Yes, I confirmed with Danny that we can use the ETH in Giveth 2 campaign, so it's okay to use that campaign to add their traces. And as of now, everyone's paid except for Kai because he didn't add his trace yet. So yeah, that's the update. So we can use the Giveth 2 campaign in paying out the regular rewards.
Great. Awesome. Thanks, everyone. So this brings us to the bottom of our community call agenda. So I think it would be fun to do a quick round of closing. Yeah, so maybe we could just... Oh, yeah. Does someone say...
I noticed we have a new face. There's Jean, who joined during the meeting.
Oh, hey!
How you doing? I don't know if you feel like saying anything or just commenting. You kind of joined in, and it's like pretty full on these community calls, so... Maybe
yeah, hi. You guys can hear me, right? Yeah. No, so I, in fact, joined a little bit impromptu because I was trying to figure out who was the person for community and partnerships. And I messaged Gif and also Danny on Telegram, and Danny just told me, jump down the call, they're having it right now. I wasn't very sure if that was appropriate, but still I did. Gif helped me with the captcha thing. So a bit of myself. My name is Jean-François. I go by John. It typically makes everybody's lives easier. I manage an organization called the AO Foundation. We are a nonprofit, kind of a tech nonprofit. I in fact know one of the people who were originally involved with Giveth a long time ago. Can't remember his name though right now. I have this blackout. He's the guy from Barcelona. He used to live in Thailand and work for Amadeus. I can't remember who was
Lansky. Paul Lansky.
No, it was a Spanish guy.
Yeah. His name is Paul Lansky. Lansky.
Right.
He's the only one who worked for Amadeus that I could imagine.
So yeah, he was a common friend of mine. And so essentially, I was going to talk with you guys because I was going to create a couple of projects for ourselves, or a few things that we do in the organization. But it then also occurred to me that we run on a monthly basis an event called Tech Up. I'll drop the presentation later on one of the channels, or whichever you think is the appropriate one. And we run it on a monthly basis, and we're putting together an ecosystem of different programmer communities, but also NGOs and other organizations that provide pro bono services and so forth, and organizations with a profile like yours, like trying to support through donations. And so basically what I was going to discuss with you, whether you guys would be interested in having a booth over there. We give them for free for organizations like yours. So it basically gives you passive outreach, so you don't even need to man it if you don't feel like, because we run it 24 hours. So it runs for the whole weekend, and we cover all time zones. And so it's kind of difficult to have someone here in front of the screen for 48 hours. It makes no much sense. But the cool thing is that the platform that we use is Airmeet. I don't know if you guys have ever heard about it or have used it before. It gives you, as it sounds, Airmeet, all together in one word. It gives you the ability to run in the booth that you are given. You can run activities. So if you wanted to do presentations or so forth, you could also arrange for that. But on top of that, if you wanted to do, I don't know, a workshop or a community gathering in there, or whatever it is for doing the weekend, you can also organize for that. You can do webcasts directly inside the booth. And basically, yeah, I would like to give you a hand with exposing a little bit more Giveth. We have about 50 organizations right now between tech communities and other NGOs and so forth. And some of them provide, like I said, some pro bono services, which could also be interesting for you. So, it's a matter of you going around and have a look at it. And one of the things that we do is we also pair FOSS projects with other developer communities for volunteers, and we run sprints. There's no hackathon because there's no prize. I mean, we don't run it from the whole event is advocacy driven. We don't have a business model behind it, as in advertisement or anything like that. We don't even have any sponsors at the moment. We don't. Ask me the expression. We don't give a shit. I don't know if this is being recorded.
It is.
And so we look at it from the sprint perspective. Projects have to come for that weekend with kind of 3 milestones in head. It can be 2, but you get the point. And they will be pitching what it is that they want to achieve for the weekend, and then people will be listening, and whoever wants to join and help them with the weekend for those milestones, then they can just get out, and everything happens on the same platform. So if you also have projects that might be benefiting of that, I'm more than happy to provide the necessary for them to know how to participate. And again, all of that is, we don't charge for any of that. That's not what we're looking for. In essence, trying to do the intro as short as possible. In essence, part of the advocacy that we do, which is data-centric digital rights, is that we identify programmers as the next generation of rights defenders. And there's a number of reasons for that. And again, I could go for a couple of hours explaining the whole thing, but essentially the ecosystem, what we're doing in TechUp is to provide them, or we're trying to provide them with whatever is needed for them to embrace that role and to go and make a change. That's essentially the outcome, the expected outcome of the project. And so we don't charge for access, we don't charge for, for now, because we have a pretty good deal with Airmeet, so we can cover quite an amount of people per month. After that, we're going to have to figure out how to handle that. But meanwhile, we're more than happy to do it as it is. And it's going to be quite a while before that quota is filled up. I wish would be a very good sign. So yeah, I was told that Ashley is traveling at the moment, so possibly I have to wait for her to come back. And if you have any questions, just let me know.
Cool.
Awesome. Thanks so much, John. Yeah, I sent you actually Ashley's handle in a DM, so she's the best person to talk to about this. It sounds really great. Thanks for coming to the community call and joining us. Okay, cool. Well, I think it would be really cool to do a really quick round of
Monique had something, I think, too, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have a bad news. I have to say with regret that Muhammad lost his brother, and he's not going to be available for 1 week. At least he's a little bit shocked and busy with family stuff. I just want to let you know, and if you want to send condolences. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Monique. That's really sad to hear. Okay. Well, maybe we can do still a one-word checkout. Oh, man. That makes me feel sad. But
and we still have to sing happy birthday.
And we still have to sing happy birthday. I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's really strange to be really
We're
sad.
running the full range in this call.
Birthday.
This
is the full spectrum of the Giveth
this call is so weird.
Yeah, I need to go for a walk after this.
Sorry for that.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we should just do it. Let's just.
And do after governance call.
Microphones on. Let's just sing to Hannah.
Okay.
Good call.
On the count of 3.
Everyone on mute. Everyone on mute.
Yeah, that means you too, John.
1,
it's really
2,
sad. This sound. Yeah.
3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Hannah. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you guys. I love you all so much. It also comes through so funny on the electronics, and that was so great. So thank you. My heart's full.
And guys, in my birthday, that video in the transparency channel has no sound.
It just gave up. There was too much going on.
my gosh.
I want to use it.
So
I
much.
want to show, some of my friends and how much good friends I have, and it has no sound. So.
Oh no.
I think it is some that was great, but I think it's some reaffirmation that we chose the right careers when we didn't go for singing. No, I'm sure it was the electronics though. That was so great. Thank you guys.
I wanted to add a note there. Last Friday, like in the middle of the day, I organized like a game stream in the Discord, and it was super fun. Lauren and Danny showed up, and it was just like 1 hour of just like chilling out and playing some party games. So we're doing it again this Friday if you guys are around and want to join. I made it a reasonable time, so I think everybody in Europe and Iran can join us as well. So yeah. Anyway, check it out. It's on the calendar.
It was
Thank you.
so fun. I totally vouch for this Friday afternoon or Friday night hangout. Okay, let's just quickly go around and everybody say one word of how they're feeling. I'm feeling extremely awkward. I'll pass it to Mateo.
Emotional. I'll pass it to Hannah.
Feeling loved, everybody. Pass it to Griff.
That's what I was going to say. I was also going to say feeling loved. I'll pass it to Monique.
Happy. I pass it to Mitch.
I'm feeling grateful. I'll give it to Mateo.
Oh, he went.
Mateo.
Yeah. Whoosh. Pass it to
Willie.
Willie.
Full of love, and I know we're only supposed to do one word, but excited to dive into the forum and participate in governance. And I'll pass to Ramin.
I'm feeling strange right now. I will pass it to Amin.
Yeah, I'm feeling connected and energized. I pass to Dana.
I'm feeling thankful and loved. I pass it to Fresho.
I'm feeling blessed. I pass it to Lauren.
I'll pass it to Jean.
I'm feeling cautious. I'll pass it to Hannah.
I think everyone went. Monique, you went, right? Yeah, you went. Okay, we did it. We made it through the community call. Everyone go for a walk. We'll see you soon. Thank you.
I have a suggestion. Can we have such a, learning meetings? Everybody can share its own, what he can, present to anybody. Maybe we can have a party, in a week that, one in an hour, for example, everyone talks about anything that can be useful for anybody.
Cool.
You mean as expertise sharing?
About everything, For example, I know how to, for example, do cook. For example, I share it with you. Everybody, for example, I may want to share, for example, something about coding. Griff wants to show about something, about the DeFi. Everything about, every topic. It helps, making a, it's a kind of team building activity, I think.
Yeah, that would be cool. I think we should hang out more. I think we should have more group hangs, and maybe we can teach each other stuff, or maybe we could just get to know each other more.
I had it. That's a really good idea, actually. Sorry, we're delaying the closing here, but
never gonna
just with that and with Jean joining in, kind of similar to what the TEC does already, but it would be cool to have a 5 or 10 minute presentation from projects that are actually on our platforms to talk about what they're doing. Because that would be really cool, because often we're stuck in the development and building stuff, but we're not actually checking out the people that are using what we built.
I love that idea. That's so great. Maybe
Yeah,
go ahead.
and we can document those, and then also use those as explanation of kind of what we're working on, what we're doing, etc. For onboarding, that would probably be helpful to like highlight kind of the big ones.
Yeah, it's a shame Ashley isn't here, but I think just throwing it out there, maybe I'll approach her about it.
Yeah, awesome.
I think that's a lovely idea. And especially when we launch this Give economy, our community is going to get much larger. We're going to have a lot of people hanging out in the Discord. They're holding Give tokens. They want to get involved and see what's going on behind the scenes and see how they can contribute. I love the idea of like a weekly call, whatever we call it, like office hours. We can probably come up with a more fun name than office hours. And if we did something where it's like, yeah, we have, we try to have one project per week that is a cool project, join us and like ask some questions, have it get to meet the community, see how they're using Giveth and what they're doing. And then also maybe we could take Monique's idea and have somebody do like a presentation or something cool on some fun topic. Griff could do what do you call your DeFi degen sessions? Show us all how to mine. Yeah. Cool. Great idea.
Super good idea. Well, I put it in the notes, and I'll mention it to Ashley too, so we could just like have maybe someone take ownership of this and make it happen, because I think it sounds really great. Okay. Is it time to close the call now?
Yes.
Can we go home?
Okay. Yes. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. I love you all.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Happy birthday.